do have going back to the being submissive conversation. I want to show bow video version 1 before I show bow video version 2. And I want you guys to react to this. Go ahead if you can pull up version 1. Oh. Boom. Yep. I kind of missed it.
No.
Did we miss it?
No.
Boom. Huge bow. Huge bow. This is actually my ex-girlfriend. We broke up. Unfortunately, she wasn't doing enough for me, so I have very high standards, so. Yeah, this is my ex-girlfriend. This is at my my apartment. And she was doing good. I mean, she wasn't perfect, but she tried her best. I'm a fan of noodles, so could you close the door? So one more time, just so the bow really quick, the bow. Just hit it. Boom, huge bow. Okay. Would you bow for your man?
I would, because I feel like in Asian culture it's just a respectful thing.
Okay, all right. Would you do it? Would you hit a bow?
I guess if that was my culture, but no. No.
All right. Would you do a bow for your boyfriend or whatever?
I'm Asian, and I would not bow for my boyfriend.
Oh,
but may I?
You would not bow.
But if
okay.
it's again, it's not something that I would have to do in my culture to bow to my significant other. That would be for my elders.
No, but he asked for it. You wouldn't do it? Okay.
No.
You had something?
Because bowing is up, but I love welcoming my boyfriend, because I get excited for him to come home, and I would so bowing just feels weird, but I would be I often just jump on, I don't know, just
so
welcoming
you would do it.
him.
You would do it. You'd hit the bow.
I wouldn't do the bow, but that would be my bow, I would say, because to me that's the welcoming
he asks
thing.
For the bow.
Oh.
He asks you to bow.
I don't know. That's weird. If it's not our culture, that's kind of weird. I don't think that. I think it would be a joke.
He's a fucking ginger.
He's a ginger,
and he wants you to hit the bow.
I mean, that's a very irrealistic.
What do you mean, bro?
Because he's a ginger.
What's wrong with? Hold on, they bow. Scottish or some shit. Fucking.
I mean, it would be,
knights.
I see this just as a sarcastic thing. Then, I probably would do it because I think it would be funny.
Would you mind if I just gave you briefly a bit of pushback?
Wait, really quick before the pushback. Okay. Let me just get the answers from the girls. Would you bow for your man?
No.
No way.
Really quick, why?
I feel like it has to be equally yoked in a relationship, and the bow, I feel it's almost giving them more respect than they give me in return.
Wait, remind me, did you say you want a man to pay for the first date?
If he does initiate the plans, yes.
Do you initiate plans?
No.
Oh, you're not equally yoked then, are you?
But I'm actually more comfortable in my submissive energy. I don't initiate plans.
Wait, so you're more comfortable in your submissive energy.
Then why wouldn't you bow?
Yeah. Your dominant boyfriend says, I want you to bow every single time I come through the door.
So for me, submissiveness is very different from what traditional people
Yeah,
think
because submissiveness to you means equality, right?
So I feel that everyone contributes different things, and for me, I would want a more assertive, dominant boyfriend, and by that I mean someone who's more decisive, who's willing to take the lead when it comes to logical things.
Yeah, let's get to the but. But
no, I just bowing to your significant other is not what's culturally acceptable. It's not what people...
Why do you defer to things that are culturally acceptable?
Because
first of all, inside of the United States, it's culturally acceptable for a woman to shove a pineapple up her vagina on a screen for money. What? And you're worried about the cultural acceptability of a fucking bow? Can you square that for me real quick?
I just thought this was in relation to culture. However, I just feel that that's not something that I'm comfortable with doing because I'm used to greeting my elders with bows, but not my significant partner.
Yeah, okay, so this doesn't really answer to the question that I asked you. You said that it's not culturally acceptable, but it is culturally acceptable first and foremost. There's nothing culturally prohibiting anybody from bowing in the United States. And bows have been something which have been done in deference since early colonial times, in fact. Now, right now, in modernity, there's nothing I can think of which isn't culturally acceptable. It's culturally acceptable for men to put on strap-ons and walk down the streets during certain parades. And yet somehow the idea that culture somehow is the prohibition, that's insane to me. What is not permitted here, in fact? I can't even think of one thing that every perversion I can think of is permitted. How could that be a barrier for entry to you bowing?
So when I said culturally acceptable, I did misspeak because I was going to get at the point that as someone who is Asian, it's a part of my culture for us to bow to elders. And in relation to that, I'm more used to how it's done culturally, and I just do not see how it's related to like relationships, and I don't think I owe them that bow even if they were to ask that.
Wait, may I? Sorry, go ahead, Andrew, if you want to continue.
No. You can jump in.
Oh, okay. Question: do you want to get married one day?
I do.
Okay. Do you have any expectations on, your boyfriend or whatever at the time? You want him to get you a ring, I'm assuming? Mm-hmm. How much should he spend on the ring?
It doesn't matter for me.
You're fine with the cubic zirconia from Amazon?
Sure.
Okay. Do you want him, when he proposes, or would you have an expectation that he get down on one knee to do it?
Yes, because I do like some traditional values.
Wait, so hold on. You want a man, by the way, I think getting down on one knee is way more of a bitch move than staying standing and just going like this. First off, if the guy's got bad knees, that's a big fucking ask. But you want a guy to kneel for you, get down, look up at you like a little bitch. Here's $3,000. Here, I got a fucking right here. Please, will you marry me? Fuck that shit.
I still think it's way better to just bring up the example that most women will get on their knees and allow a dude to jizz on their face. That seems to me like that's way more
that's
degrading than doing a bow. I'm just saying, that's way more degrading than a bow. What do you want me to say?
Well, yeah.
Andrew, I was just getting to that. So, have you ever S the D? Have you ever S the D?
I don't feel like I want to share those kinds
Oh,
of
okay,
things.
she's S. Oh my God. Heaven forbid a woman gives a blowjob in 2024. Oh my God. A blow? What, 1800s? Oh no. Okay. Fine, you don't do it, but the same woman that says, I would never bow for a man, will suck a guy's within 30 minutes of meeting him. That's a fact. I don't know what I'm sorry, though.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's here today! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
It's also coming from what is the intention behind him wanting me to bow to greet him every day?
What is the intention of him wanting you to insert his phallus into your mouth and then expel some jizz, bro? It's crazy to me, bro. These girls will suck. They don't want to hit a bow, huh? Hold on.
Well, I mean, you're talking to her. She's not that, and you're talking about. I don't think it's most women, anyways.
Wait, you're saying she hasn't.
No, but like she doesn't necessarily. You said like within half an hour, you would just like go with the guy and like as the D, but then wouldn't want to bow.
I'm not saying she did that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like.
Some girl.
You ever had a one night stand?
I have.
How many?
Oh my gosh, I would say two.
Do.
Sorry, how many?
Do.
Like how quick? Like how quick?
What do you mean?
From like meeting them to.
Maybe a couple to several hours.
So you'll let a man penetrate you?
I just don't
But-
see how they correlate to me, because the sexualness of everything doesn't correlate to what I find respectful. Because I don't think that having sexual relationships with someone equates like what your values should be in a relationship. I think you're allowed to have those opinions be nuanced.
I just don't understand, like, there's this objection to, well,
I get it though, Brian.
Okay.
I understand. Look, you're totally right. It's perfectly acceptable for you to have nuanced needs inside of a relationship. I can totally understand, my logical, reasonable brain, that you could enter into a one-night stand with a guy, blast a little over your face, but not want to bow to the man of your dreams, right? I mean, what man wouldn't want that out of his woman? Honestly. I mean, I don't even know what you're arguing with here, Brian. She's absolutely right.
I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Goat donated $200. She's gonna swallow but ain't gonna bow. How do you like my nuance?
Thank you, Goat. Goat emojis in the chat for Goat. Thank you, man. Appreciate the TTS. I just don't get it. Like, you'll do all this for a guy, and maybe it's quirky, maybe it's unorthodox, maybe it's a little out there. But if you like this guy, and he's got this like quirk or whatever, and he's like, "Hey, I want to see you hit the bow when you greet me." You don't even have to do that shit in public, because that might be a bit embarrassing. You should still do it, but whatever. And he's like, "Yo, I want the bow." You're not gonna do that for your man?
Would you bow for your woman?
You're not gonna do that for your man?
No.
The love of your life. He's perfect.
No, you ain't gonna bow. You ain't gonna bow for no woman. What are you talking about?
I would never ask
why would
him
any
if
guy
he-
ever bow for a woman?
Wait. Question.
Why
He's
would-
perfect. He's your perfect guy, but he's got this one, in your view, red flag. But he's perfect, and he'll never cheat on you, and he's awesome in all the ways you'd like a man to be awesome. But he wants you to bow. Do you pass him up?
I do.
That is the most R-slurred shit I have ever heard. You perfect, but he wants you to bow, and you're submissive? What else are you not going to do for him then?
I don't see how that makes me R-word, because I have certain expectations when it comes to relationships, and there are certain things that I won't compromise on.
Such as being submissive.
I don't think that you making someone bow and them disagreeing with it makes you not submissive. Just because you're submissive does not mean that you lack respect for yourself.
Wait, so you would bow to other people though?
Yes, it's my culture.
Can I ask you a question? You wanna work a job, right?
Mm-hmm.
You wanna like have a job, a career.
Well, maybe not a traditional job. I do want to become like an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm. And so if you could have a job and it paid $100,000 a year, and the only thing you had to do is you were a greeter at a store, and the requirement was you had to bow to each guest who entered the store and just greet them. "Oh, hello, welcome." Would you take that job?
So yes, because of the money.
Gotcha, bitch.
Well, I don't think so, really, because if you think about it, there are certain things that men will never compromise on because it will go against their pride. So just because a woman's perfect does not mean that he would always do
Wait,
things that
so
make him
let's say
uncomfortable.
a woman, I'm trying to think what sort of such a benign request from a woman would be of a man, but he gets his perfect woman who will be loyal to him for the rest, give him children, but she has one benign request that's just kind of a little, I'm trying to think what it is.
I can think of one.
What is it?
Maybe like if she requests him to always get his jacket off and, lay it out front all the time for her and for her to sit down, like a lot of men would disagree with that.
In return, he gets his perfect woman.
But I feel that a lot
And
of men...
that's the mountain, the hill they die on.
Right, but a lot of men aren't willing to do something that makes them seem vulnerable, and especially in front of other people, in my opinion.
I guess my question would be for you. You got your perfect woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you let her hold it like a hose when you pee? Every time you pee, would you let her hold it like a hose? She's like, I want to see that.
I don't think that maps on 1-to-1 to the bow, but so I have to go and get her if I'm at fucking work. Babe, come to fucking work so you can hold my dick while I pee.
No, like you could just do it like
once
at
a
home.
day.
You can do it at home, like you don't have to see anyone. It doesn't
And
have
she's
to be
the
in public.
perfect woman.
She's the perfect.
Yeah, I'll make the concession. It's a little strange, but fuck it. Yeah, for the perfect woman, yeah, you can hold my dick once or twice. I invite. Welcome. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, why not? It's weird. I think that's a bigger ask than the bow, but sure.
Yeah, I think it depends of the intention.
Bro, I don't know if you guys know the definition.
Actually,
of
I would like to get into the intention. What do you mean the intention? What is the intent?
Yeah, no, if
Do you
it's
think
like
the intention is degrading?
No. Well, that's what I mean. If it's, I don't know, it can be a little fetish, I guess, or it can be like this is in his culture like a welcoming thing that's different. If it's like I'm the king and you are my slave
Beneath me.
type of feeling,
No,
then
not
it's like
slave.
weird.
I don't get. why does it always have to be such an?
No, but I'm
extreme?
just saying but that's what I mean. I mean, if that's the intention
But
of like.
what if he just says, "I'm the king, and you're not the king"? I
Yeah.
want the bow. Because that's how you show me respect when you come in my door. For me, personally, I like the bow. You hit the door, I like the bow. Now, I'm going to give you the Western equivalence of this.
Yeah.
You may think this is silly, but you know what I really like my wife to do every once in a while, right? I've never told her this, but I still like it anyway. A nice curtsy, you know?
A nice what?
Isn't a curtsy?
What's a curtsy?
A curtsy.
A curtsy.
Like-
A curtsy.
Oh,
you don't know what a
that's-
curtsy is?
Like a little. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's your thing, that's fine.
What's wrong with a curtsy?
Hey man, if it's your thing and if that's you're both like comfortable with that, like I have no problem with that.
You've never curtsied?
I mean, probably sarcastically or like not in a like serious I owe you like respect type of way. Is that what I wouldn't know when I would do that.
Yeah, I think it's respectful. Yeah, I think when a man's
No,
out
I've never
busting
done
his ass
that.
for 15 hours a day and he's in like the most god awful conditions possible to bring home the bacon. I don't
Yeah.
see what's wrong with a curtsy.
I would do it differently. Like if my boyfriend has been working all day, like I love welcoming my boyfriend. So I would go to the door and hug him, or I'd like to have
But
have
you
something
wouldn't
cooked
welcome
for
him
him.
with a curtsy.
I mean, honestly, yeah, maybe. I'm just thinking like it depends. Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, that's just the bow. It's just the bow.
Maybe the bow
Yes.
too. Maybe the bow
What if
too.
I said the bow fills me with the drive to go out and fight the world to provide you a home and food to prepare us? Just makes me 102% instead of 100%. You still wouldn't.
Then yes.
Yo, we got a pizza party coming, boys. We'll do the roast session too while everybody gets a little breather room to eat. Really quick, going around the table though to finish this off. Would you bow for your man?
No.
Bow for your man?
If it's Conan O'Brien, yes.
Conan, that's right. Conan O'Brien. Anissa?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. I think you used to say no, right? Oh, she's. Oh, okay. All right.
Ooh,
Yo,
that-
Dave Von Jackson, by the way. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. Oh, you had something? Wait, you got something?
No.
What you got?
No.
Guys, we're going to lower the TTS here to $20. We're going to do a roast session. Give me a second, boys, to get that going. Austin, are you able to get the messages typed out, or do you want me to do it?
Which messages?
I'll do it. I got it. It's all good. Save that. I'll read that one later. I'll get them pulled up later. Guys, so roast session while everybody eats their pizza. Before that, though, can we play that Bow Video 2.0?
Yes.
Bow Video 2.0. We'll continue the conversation, though, on the being submissive, the bow, blah, blah, blah. But Bow Video 2.0?
Do you want audio?
It's just really quick. Just play it, I guess. Yeah, sure. But we might have to mute it. Or is it music?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, no. No, yeah. Okay, this is... Okay, what do you guys... Ladies, this is a little... But there's a twist. Would you do this for your man? Yep. Hold on. Oh no. What? Oh no. Oh no. What the fuck, dude? Oh wait, we didn't have.
Didn't expect that.
Somehow there was no thing showing on the video, whatever. Like our reaction. Do you know what I'm talking about, Austin?
No, there's nothing.
Yeah, okay, it's fine.
Does anybody want some?
Oh yeah, does
I'm good.
somebody not want pizza? It's pepperoni.
No,
I
I don't.
don't want some.
Don't?
Don't.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you.
That's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen on whatever, dude. Why would you ever play that?
The beginning's good though, right, Andrew? The beginning's
No.
good.
No, the twist ruined the entire movie for me, bro.
But what if the guy loves washing dishes? What if it makes him feel strong and powerful, and that's how?
Oh, you don't have one?
Yeah, well, I mean, we have a word for those men. We call them bitches.
So I asked before, you didn't really answer. Would you bow to a woman if that she was the perfect woman for you? If she wanted that?
It's an interesting question.
No.
It is
And
an
here, I'll
interesting-
give you my justification for it. I don't think that men are supposed to submit to women, and it's an act of submission. But not only is it an act of submission, it's a sign of respect. I don't think that men should be bowing to women ever. Ever.
But it's also a submission to, like this guy said, to pull the chair out and hold the door open.
I don't think that that's submissive. I think that that's a sign of respect, absent submission.
You wouldn't consider those things a submission.
Here,
No.
to make this question fair, I would like you to ask me, because to Andrew's point, that is it more submissive. So you'll have to ask me a question that would be more gender appropriate, and I'll happily give you a yes or no. But you can't just reverse Uno the question. So
But-
give me an ask from a woman for the perfect woman that would be gender appropriate for me to do.
But why does it have to be gender appropriate? People are different. People have different ways of showing love and affection and respect.
Well,
just-
because even within the worldview of there being 10,000 genders, Brian most assuredly takes the gender of the traditional he, him, right, under this paradigm. And so even under the paradigm of those who believe that there's 1,000 genders, they would have to show respect to the particular gender which the person is allocating to themselves, right?
I wasn't speaking about that there's 10,000 genders. There's two.
Yeah, but I'm not saying you were. I'm just saying even assuming there were, inside of that worldview, you would still be assigning the respect portion of it to the gender the person assigned themselves, right? That's why. So either way, it's like a double-edged sword. So either he's the traditional masculine or assigns the traditional masculine, and not traditional in the sense of I go for tradition, but traditional masculinity. If that is the case, he assigns that to himself, whichever way, inside the other worldview or his worldview, you would still be showing respect through that, right?
Okay, so you're just speaking from a traditional masculinity standpoint.
Yes.
Just from that. Okay, I understand that then.
Well, because I think to your question, I think like if she was going to ask you something that's like gender equivalent for you, I think it would be something emotional. So something as to, so the bow would be a respect.
Scoot the mic to the edge of the table, please.
Okay. So the bow is like a respectful thing for you. And I guess for you to the woman would be something like you have to listen to her talk about her day. And
For 10 seconds? Which is
yeah, for 10 seconds.
Which is about 3, 4, 5 times as long as it takes.
I'm just saying, like, that's what we the equivalent, right?
Sure.
Something emotional.
Once a day, I will listen to her for 10 seconds.
So there you go. I just feel that would be sort of the...
Not a problem. For the perfect woman, you know what, Andrew? Perhaps I'm going to get flack for this. Dating is difficult. Dating is complicated. There's a lot of... I think people don't underestimate what perfection is. For the perfect woman, you ask if I would bow, and I was a bit hesitant. I wouldn't bow for a woman, but for the perfect woman, I'm going to get flack. There's not a lot of perfect women out there. In fact, I don't know if there's any. I will take the concession. I'll hit the bow for the perfect woman.
Okay. Happy to hear it.
What?
Ashley McKee
Yes,
donated
Andrew.
100.
Yes, dude.
I subscribe to your channel. I don't want to work full time. I rather raise the children. His hobby is a band and spends roughly 1K a month on it, so I need to work so we make the bills. I love her show.
Yeah, that sounds like an investment. So that's a whole different thing. Nope, you should still submit. It's an investment. You're hoping that his band makes it big so you never have to work again. Stop the cope, Ashley. But Brian,
thank you,
I got to
Ashley.
add back to this.
Yeah, no, let's get into it, Andrew.
What?
I actually see, in order to secure her, I get the perfect woman handed to me on a silver platter, and all I have to do is do one bow. But otherwise, hold on, Andrew, here's the entailment. The entirety of the rest of the relationship, she's perfectly submissive, she doesn't quarrel, she's beautiful, feminine, all the traits that I want, giant Guinness World Record book labia. Yes, Andrew, I will take the concession. This woman does not exist, Andrew.
You can't pal, bro.
Okay, but she literally lets me rest my feet on her back while I watch TV.
You can't.
But
can't
the
pal.
one,
So
hold
weird.
on,
You can't pal. I'm sorry.
I'm being extreme here, but I'll do
You
it.
can't pal.
Andrew, no. But Andrew, you're gonna have
Let
to
me
take
give
the
you my
L on
rebuttal.
this.
Let me give you my
Andrew, you
rebuttal.
got to take the L. I'm sorry, but okay.
I don't care if you
the L.
show up every single night to the best food you've ever had, to the best sex you've ever had, to the most submissive woman who's ever existed, and she loves you to death. She will die, take every bullet for you. She will lie to the FBI on your behalf. She will help you bury the dead body in the backyard. You don't fucking bow.
No, Andrew, I'm sorry, Andrew, but okay, here's the trade-off. So I don't accept the perfect woman. Then I must accept a flawed woman, correct? And in some way, she's going to challenge
It's already
me.
a flawed woman if you're bowing to her. There you go. That's the entailment. That's the logical entailment. It has to be already imperfect, an imperfect woman if you have to bow. That is the logical syllogism. So
Everything else is
perfect woman.
perfect.
Hang on, she's perfect in every conceivable way except you have to bow. Therefore, she can't be perfect. Therefore, you can never bow to a woman, Brian. Done, bro.
Perfect, but I have to bow. That's it. I got to do a little fucking bow.
Then she's not perfect. That's the entailment of the position, that she's not perfect.
No, but okay, Andrew.
Okay, hang on. I can prove this. I can prove this logically to you.
No, you can't. But go ahead.
If that perfect woman was perfect in every way and you did not have to bow, would you prefer that woman over a woman who was perfect in every way but you did have to bow?
Well, yes, sure.
Well, then we have discovered there's an imperfection, and therefore the perfect woman cannot ever exist if you must bow. Therefore, Andrew was right, and you just took the fattest L of your career,
No,
sir.
but hold on. Let me just fucking rip out my chapter 3 from debateuniversity.com. You son of a gun. Here I got you, Andrew, because the perfect woman, but that's it. But you have to do this, which in the hypothetical presented would suggest that she is perfect, but this one thing.
So then you're not okay, but this doesn't make any sense because you're already making the claim she's not perfect. So why would you bow for the woman?
You're
who isn't
overthinking
perfect?
it, Andrew. You're overthinking it.
Hang on, the initial premise
Ashley McKee
was
donated
that.
$100.
Hold on.
Is the investment more important though? My kids are 1 and 2 and we have a third on the way.
Ashley.
I just want to give them the time they need so they grow up well. Thank you for your criticism.
Thank you, Ashley.
Well, I'm not trying to criticize you. I'm just trying to point out that that's an investment, and yes, you should submit either way.
Andrew,
even if you're the primary breadwinner, you should still submit because that's still an investment. It's still an investment.
Andrew, can I ask you a question? Andrew, let me ask you a question. Thank you, Ashley.
All right,
I appreciate it. Thank you. Andrew, you're a proponent of marriage, Christian man, Orthodox Christian.
Yes, I am a proponent of marriage.
Now,
yes, I think it's
would
good.
you have any quarrel with a man kneeling to propose to his girlfriend?
Yeah, I don't think you should kneel to propose. Yeah.
But men do. But men
Yeah, I think they probably shouldn't.
do. I agree with you there.
Well, I don't know what's the quarrel. Right?
Well, okay, then I was hoping you'd say, all right.
You were hoping I would take the alternative position.
You knew but look, I'm just saying, look, okay,
Well, okay,
you're trying to get me on a
hang
technicality,
on.
bro.
But I'm going to grant it and say Andrew Wilson thinks you should. That's not an act of submission.
Okay,
it's not an act of submission to kneel to ask for the marriage, because what you're actually doing, right, is you're saying, listen, this is the one time in my life that I'm going to show you some vulnerability as I ask you for this great leap from you. The one time ever. Now, if this motherfucker got on his knees every other day to propose, you would agree that there's a problem there, right? But like one time, like if you said to me, Andrew, I bowed once to the perfect woman, that's different. But you said you would bow. You would bow to the perfect woman. What? Like she's gonna hit the door and Brian's gonna bow, bro?
I'm not going to allow you to gish gallop, Andrew. You gish galloper. You're going to hold on. You want me to answer the question? I'm going to answer the question. Okay?
Answer the question, bro.
Now back to this. Okay, so back to this. So Andrew, here's the thing, right? I would rather die on my feet than live on my knees, and you're in favor of kneeling one time. I would rather die on my feet, and as if you bow, you're still on your feet. Boom, roasted, lawyered. Boom.
Okay, so hang on. If you propose with a bow,
Just Gerald donated $100.
would you recommend that
Ashley,
that men
if you
propose
stopped
with a bow?
paying to send in TTS messages, you'd probably have to work less.
Well, we appreciate Ashley.
What if a man proposed with a bow? Is that okay then? Because he's still on his feet, Brian.
If he proposed with a bow?
Yeah, so he, instead of getting on one knee, he bowed his entire body over and held the ring up like so. Would that be okay? And then you hold the ring straight up above your head, and then bow your whole body over. And you tell,
You're shifting the goalpost.
Yeah, can you do that, Brian? Is that okay?
You shifted the goalpost.
No, bro. I think I'm in the goalpost.
Logical fallacy. You need verbal combat, honestly, Andrew. You should take your own course, bro.
I did debate myself recently and lost, by the way.
Should we do it again? Wait, can we do it? Austin? Yes. Can we have Andrew debate Andrew really quick? Just super quick. We should probably have Andrew or Austin do this.
Okay. Hang on. Save it towards the end. We'll do it towards the end. Because I have a topic I want to debate. He's got to reverse it.
Transform. Flip horizontal. All right, and then I think hide one.
No, we have to save it for the end, Brian. I have a topic on this.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Never mind. You can. Well, hide. Go back to the split. Just hide them. Okay. Well, look. Okay. So, Andrew, you're trying to tackle me here. You're trying to tackle me on the word perfect. You know what? I'll just go ahead.
Okay. Well,
I'll grant you. I will grant you.
Perfect means without flaw.
Okay. So. But here's the thing. In this scenario, here I think here's the difference. The woman isn't asking me to bow. So the scenario is I'm making a deal with...
Wait, you're making a deal?
Okay. I'm not making a deal with the woman. I'm making the deal with the genie. And there's a genie in a bottle. And the genie says, Brian, I will give you the perfect woman. She does not request this of you, but you must do it. You will have to bow. Hold on. Hey, you got Andrew. I'm not going to allow you to. I'm not going to. Hold on. You got to let me finish here.
All right.
You got to let me finish my point.
I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead.
Okay. So, Andrew, the genie is the sort of arbiter, the executioner of this tragic burden on me to bow to this woman. But it's not the woman who is requesting me to do this. The genie has created the scenario, in order for me to get this perfect woman, I must do this. How can, in this scenario, the woman not be perfect?
Well, this is actually a great question. I'm going to answer it for you. Your premise is flawed. So the genie could not actually grant the wish. This is illogical. The wish is for the perfect woman. If the genie says, great, I'll give you the perfect woman, but you have to bow to her, then the genie could not give you that woman because she would not be perfect.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry.
Okay, bro.
It doesn't make. I'm sorry. But so what? Okay, let me ask you a question. If you were talking to the genie, what about her would not be perfect?
Okay, well, I'll answer your question. From your purview of what you consider the perfect woman, if you had all of those qualities, plus you didn't have to bow, but you also had all those qualities, but you did, which of those women would you take?
I would prefer to not have to bow.
Well, then we already know your criteria for the perfect woman.
But that has nothing to do.
So hang on. So if you ask the genie for the perfect woman, if you ask the genie for the perfect woman, and the genie says, "I'll give you the perfect woman, but you have to bow," he's not giving you the perfect woman. Therefore, the premise is flawed.
Well, hold on. He is giving me the perfect woman. He's giving me an imperfect life scenario. There's nothing wrong
with the imperfect woman. With the imperfect woman.
What's that? Hold on,
Andrew.
Wait. Okay, let me ask you a question. So, if a genie says, "I'll give you $1 million per day," but you have to do a bow, or the genie says, "I'll give you $1 million per day, and you don't have to do the bow," do you not get the $1 million per day if you take the bow? You still get the same thing.
Well, wait a second. No, you don't. Because if you say, no, I won't take the bow, you don't get the $1 million. Is that correct?
That would be correct, yes.
Yeah, well then, it wouldn't be the same thing. So you're getting two different criteria here. The first one, you bow, you get the $1 million. The second one, you don't bow, you don't get the $1 million.
Well, hold on, Andrew. Let me ask you a question. What if I don't know if this is compelling, but a perfect woman, her standard for dating a man is that he needs to earn $1 million a year.
Okay.
I have not thought this one through. Hold on, let me think.
Those analogies on the flyer.
She is the perfect woman, but the man does not earn $1 million a year. Is she no longer the perfect woman despite his own inadequacy?
No.
She is or she's not?
She's not.
She's not the perfect woman.
She would still be the perfect woman despite this inadequacy, because entailed in the premise is she's the perfect woman. She wants the perfect man, but the perfect man must make $1 million. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Andrew, listen. Listen, bro. We're getting caught up on the word perfect here. Let's get back to the.
Perfect means without flaw, right? You agree?
Let's get back to the spirit of the conversation, right? Now, you've managed to derail the conversation with this hyper focus on the word perfect. I get it. I get it, Andrew. Listen, you're a master debater. I get it. But let's get back to the spirit of the question, which was, would I bow?
Submit.
Andrew, would the perfect woman, I just have to bow and I get the perfect woman? Yeah, I'll do it. That's it.
Okay, but in the entailment there is that you think that the perfect woman wouldn't make you bow, and so therefore, if you think the perfect woman wouldn't make you bow, it can't be the perfect woman, Brian.
Just for simplicity's sake, I will go ahead and grant you that she is imperfect. Now, but she's.
So you will bow to the imperfect woman, Brian?
Oh, Andrew, you trickster, you. Andrew, you little trickster. You're a little trickster, Andrew. Wait, Andrew, what about this? She's the imperfect woman. She's perfect in every way, except this one. Will you grant that?
Yeah. So if you're saying that in every other way than the way that she makes you submit every single day to her, she's perfect, I can grant that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I would hit the bow.
So what you're saying is that you will submit to the woman who you think is perfect, even though the imperfection of her making you submit makes her imperfect. You would still submit if she had all the other criteria other than that, right?
Look, man, I know you're doing your Tai Chi, judo, or whatever. You're overthinking this, Andrew. You're overthinking this. You're trying to get me to be like, just to basically admit that I'm a soy boy, okay? I know what you're doing. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to clip. You're trying to get a little clip. Here's the thing, Andrew. Listen.
Well, let me ask you a question real quick. Is bowing submission?
I would look. Do you bow to a king?
Sure, that's submitting.
You would be submissive.
Yeah, I would bow. I would bow in deference to men who were above my station if I was in feudal Europe.
You know what? I will grant it, Andrew. I will grant that bowing is submissive. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'll grant it.
So I just want to make sure we got this on record that there are cases where you are going to submit to women.
No. Hold on, Andrew. Be precise in your language. I will submit to the penultimate perfect woman.
You will submit to the imperfect woman.
No. Hold on. You got to use my language here. She's the penultimate perfect woman. You know what penultimate is? I know it's a big word.
No.
Big word, Andrew. Penultimate. Secondary ultimate. Hold on, let me Google that.
You would, okay, got it. So you would submit to a less than perfect woman.
Next to last? Wait, fuck. Last but one in a series of second last? Wait, hold on.
Second to last, yeah. So, okay, so let's use the word in reverse, supersede. So supersede, you would agree, supersede, I know it's a big word, Brian, but you would agree that the word supersede means to come before. And so if we're talking about perfect, and we have perfect, and then second perfect is less than perfect, and you would admit that perfect supersedes less than perfect, you would bow to less than perfect.
That is correct, Andrew. That is correct. But Andrew, let's say I don't accept this scenario. I refuse to do the bow. And in so doing, in reality, I end up with a woman who is orders of magnitude worse than this supposed, just slightly less than imperfect woman. Is it
I'm
worth?
not fucking bowing to a woman, bro.
Andrew?
Like, regardless of the circumstances, I'm not going to bow my head to a woman. I'm not ever going to do it. And even if that meant that I was in a worse situation than I was before that, I'm not bowing my head to a woman.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question, Andrew. I'm going to ask you a comparison. Okay. So, woman.
If it's under threat of coercion, if that's what your hypothetical is, then yes.
No.
If it's under threat of coercion, then sure.
Let me ask you a question, Andrew. So you have two women. One of the women, and you have to pick one. Okay. One of the women is an atheist, liberal, feminist, obese, BPD, bipolar, depressed, on a slew of antipsychotic, anti-anxiety, anti-depression drugs. She is infertile. She's a biatch. Her name is Andrina.
Destiny.
Sure.
It's Destiny.
She has pink hair.
Yeah.
The physiognomy is.
She's heinous.
It's bad.
Yeah.
She, again, atheist woman. She'll never convert to Orthodox Christianity.
Yep.
Did I say infertile?
Yeah.
But you never have to bow to this woman. Never.
Yeah.
Never.
And all things else are
and she
equal,
smells.
right?
And she smells.
So
Hold
hang on. So all other things. Okay, go ahead. So, but all other things are equal. My choice is between that or the perfect woman, except she's not perfect because I have to bow to her, right?
Well, hold on. Let me paint the picture for the other woman.
Okay.
The other woman, beautiful, fertile, Orthodox Christian, virgin, will give you 7 sons. That Bible verse, I don't know the exact, I don't recall it. Children in a man's youth are like arrows in the hand of a warrior. Okay? She'll give you 7 sons, Andrew. She's a babe. She's hot. Submissive, Andrew. Feminine. Beautiful.
But I have to bow to her.
But once a day, you got to, 3 seconds, you got to hit the bow. Which woman do you pick?
Mm-hmm. And I just want to make sure all other things are equal.
What do you mean? All other things are equal?
So everything else remains the same except these 2 conditions.
The 2 conditions? There's a lot of conditions, Andrew.
Yeah, I know, except the differences between woman A and woman B, everything else stays the same.
Could you give me an example of what
so
would not
woman
be?
A, the heinous woman, I can pick between her, I can pick between this golden goddess who's fucking fantastic, except I have to bow to her, but everything else stays the same.
What would everything
Well,
else?
there's no condition. Like, the world isn't flat in this scenario. There's still in outer space. There's still stars in the sky. There's nothing. Everything else external to this stays the same.
I know you're trying to do something, Andrew, but sure.
Okay, well then great. Then I'll take the heinous bitch and divorce her.
Andrew, you trickster, you. First off,
I asked, bro. I asked.
Hold on, Andrew.
I asked, bro. I did. I mean,
Now this is a perfect example of your bamboozling trickery here, Andrew. Let me. Oh my goodness. You can't. There's no divorce. And
okay. Now so then all things aren't equal. Okay, so okay.
Hold on, Andrew. It's implied. It is implied.
It's not implied.
That's implied. You little. Oh, let me do a loophole. Can I divorce her? No, you got to pick one, dude. You got to pick one.
I told you who I would pick, and I told you why I would pick her.
Because you could divorce her?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, wait, hold on. Just curious. I'll engage with that a little bit, but I'm not going to let you get away from this, Andrew. So, okay, Andrew. Sorry, ladies. But you have to consummate the marriage.
Yeah, then I'd consummate the marriage and then divorce her.
Andrew, I can't. But you would have carnal knowledge of an obese feminine.
Yeah, that's
the Crucible. Clip it and ship it. Andrew will have carnal knowledge of an obese, pink-haired feminist who smells.
I'm sorry.
Clip it and
Wait
ship
a
it.
second. That's not what you said. You said consummate.
Isn't that? You know what I mean?
Well, no, sir. In the night of your wedding, if you can't get it up, you are still consummating that marriage.
Okay, you know what? I
tried to give you all these conditionals that you could have changed.
Andrew,
you know,
you're being a little
you said
trickster.
Consummate, Brian, not have to have sex with.
Let me just Google consummate. Hold on, you trickster.
Google consummate.
Let me just make sure consummate. Andrew, you little trickster. Okay, I Googled this. Make a marriage or relationship complete by having sexual intercourse.
And then go to definition 2.
You know what?
Go to definition 2.
No, because I'm happy with definition 1, and
go to definition 2.
No, Andrew, we're no. This is the agreed upon definition of this word.
Well, there's multiple agreed upon definitions of the word, which is why there's multiple definitions, Brian.
This is the accepted definition by the broader public.
It's one definition, yes. Well,
yes,
okay, well, then,
and
Brian,
this was the
are
definition
you saying that
I was using.
You can never get married to a woman if you can't get it up?
Andrew, I use
How
the
do
word
you consummate such a marriage if you can't get it up?
No, but make complete by having sexual intercourse. So
sure, but But wait a second. So you're saying that any marriage where the guy can't get it up,
this guy,
it's not consummated?
According to definition 1, technically, if you don't have sexual technically, According to this definition, that is correct. It would not be consummated. If you have a different definition, that's fine. But I'm using definition 1.
Well, and I'm going to go with definition 1. I'm going to grant definition 1 in its entirety.
Granted.
What is sexual intercourse? Does that mean vaginal penetration?
Andrew, do I need to bring you back to health class here? Yes.
Well, it means vaginal penetration.
For the purposes of Andrew, you're being a little shifty.
I want to make
You're
sure.
evading.
If it's vaginal penetration, I'll just grant it, Brian.
Can we stop with the pedantry?
Okay. You know what?
You're being pedantic.
I'm just going to say it's vaginal penetration. Well, then, entailed in your scenario, this woman, we would never be able to consummate our marriage because I would never be able to get it up. Therefore, we could never get married. I'm trying to give you all the bones in the world here, Brian.
Oh, but hold on. Viagra, sildenafil. Yeah, we're gonna. We're forced. You get forced Viagra, Andrew.
Yeah, but so this is why it's very important that we get into the details. Does the man have to ejaculate for it to be consummated?
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't have to ejaculate?
According to the definition.
So basically I just have to sit there while this beach whale rides me and then I never have to bow to a bitch the rest of my life? Yeah, I'm fucking taking that deal and divorcing that chick the next day.
But you don't get another woman.
I'm still divorcing that chick the next day, and I'm going to become a monk.
How about you can't divorce her, and you got to smash once a week?
Wait, so I have to have sex with this chick once a week?
Yeah.
Like, so under the hypothetical, right? I just want to make sure I get this right. Either I bow to a woman, or I have to be with the most heinous whale person who's ever existed, and be put on Viagra and have sex with her once a week. Now, hang on. I just want to make sure. Remember I told you earlier when we were talking, I said, does any of this have to do with coercion? And if there's coercion, I'll always say yes. Brian, how the fuck is this not coercion, sir?
You might have got me there, but...
Yeah, that's coercion. So yes, under coercion... Under absolute coercion, yes.
Tell you what,
but that's total coercion.
Change it. Let's change it a little bit. Okay, Andrew. So you don't have to have sex with her, but that's your wife, and you can't divorce her, and you have to stay with her. And,
okay. Got it. And all conditions stay the same.
Andrew, Andrew.
I just want to make sure all conditionals stay the same. All external conditionals stay the same.
Look, so I get it. You want a fat feminist. I get it, dude. I fucking get it, dude. But go ahead.
Hang on. If all conditionals stay the same, then I would still take her, and then I would go to a different country, and then I would come back without her.
Different country.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
she would get lost in the jungle. You know.
You'd murder her.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh. I mean, what?
I'm sorry, Brian. Am I willing to do something bad when I'm forced by a genie to marry a fat, heinous feminist who I have to be forced to have sex with every week? Oh, Andrew, you would do something about that? Oh, what a terrible guy.
First off, to be fair, to be charitable, you wouldn't have to go to another country. You could just go for a walk in the woods in Michigan. Okay, it's not.
I didn't say it, well. Okay, the reason I would go to another country is because I would renounce my U.S. citizenship and then divorce her in that country. That's why I asked if all things would be equal, Brian.
Andrew, this is so bad faith. It's so bad faith.
So bad faith.
So bad faith. Okay, so last question, and the girls are. I gotta get the girls back. Okay.
Well, we gave them a nice break anyway.
Yeah, they've had a chance to recharge here. Okay, final question. So, the choice is between these two women. You can't bring the woman into the jungle or the swamp or whatever. I don't know. Mm-hmm. You got to stay with them. You got to stay with them. You can never find another woman, even if I give you the whole divorce thing, whatever. You can't get another woman. And this is assuming you don't have kids.
Mm-hmm.
Almost perfect. The woman I described previously. Mm-hmm. Or the woman.
Yeah, I'm taking the woman and that I can get the divorce from. I'm
And
not bowing my head to a woman.
And then that's the end of your bloodline?
Yeah, even if it meant for all future men that they could always take a look at this one stupid asshole from Michigan who took the worst deal possible and made sure he would not fall on his own sword so that he would not have to bow to a woman, and all men took their lead from that forevermore, I would take that deal, yes.
You know, Andrew, do you remember earlier on in the conversation when the women over here were saying, I'm going to be better looking when I'm 70? Andrew, that's you.
Wait,
I'm going to be better looking when I'm 70?
No. That the level of delusion, I'm sorry, you sound, that's ridiculous, Andrew.
Just Gerald donated $100.
All right.
This intermission was brought to you by Debate University. Become a master debater today.
Yeah, let's pull it up. All right, guys.
Hang on, Brian. I'm dying a hero, Brian. I'm dying a hero. I'm not bowing the head to no fucking. I'm not doing it. I'm not ever gonna bow my head to a woman. You know what? I've gone 40 years without bowing my fucking head to a woman. And no matter how many genie bottles you come up with, I'm going to find the flaw in that contract. I ain't bowing my fucking head to one now.
All right. Hey, look, it is what it is.